It's showtime. I wasn't going to do these live because I tend to get distracted, but I also felt like I needed to do it my style. I mean, this is how I do things, guys. I kind of just put it out there. You get what you can out of it, and I do my best to give you the best information I can. We talked about just a real quick, brief update. We talked about using promoted listings. I got a rash on my arm. All of a sudden, I got a rash. I don't know where it came from. We talked about using promoted listings on eBay. I updated them this afternoon, like I normally do, and cha-ching, 20 minutes later, I hear cha-ching. It was a flag set. So let's just dive into it. I got a couple people here watching. Thank you for stopping by. I believe this will be informative for you. So I know a lot of people know how to scan the barcodes with their phone using the seller app. And they look for a profitable product, but they don't know what to do with it once they find it. Here's what I do. All right. I found this, scanning it, right? And it showed it was making a little bit of money. I bought it. I always buy one because what I do is I bring it home and I do all my research at the house. I really don't do, I very rarely scan and buy something in the store. I very rarely scan the barcode and say, oh, that's such a deal, I have to buy it. I'd prefer to bring it home and look at it. And that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how I do it, starting with finding this in the store, putting in the barcode, and seeing what happens, guys. All right. Now, I know what happens with this one because I actually showed my brother. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen full size. I'm not going to see your comments, guys. I'm not going to be able to see comments. So the first thing I do is I enter the barcode 4041840831126. Now, on a barcode, you have to enter all the numbers. There's usually a number before the barcode and after the barcode. You need those. So when I enter the barcode, two listings pop up. You have this one here, which is probably going to have the UPC code for this bar soap. This one here, I'm not sure how it popped up off the barcode, because when you look at this listing, you come down here. Oops, sorry, guys. Right here, it tells you UPC is not even close to the UPC on the box. This UPC code is not even close to what's on the box. Just so you know. Now, does that mean I can't sell this product? Oh, I can sell it if I wanted to. It does not look like it has a real great sales history. It has been up for more than a year, and it was selling in here. I look for the little marks. In Keepa, now I use, I didn't want all that stuff to come up. I don't know why I can't. Oh, they're sponsored ad, guys. See, sponsored. Somebody will probably have it geared on charcoal soap. Now, when you go in here, the first thing you got to do is make sure everything matches exactly. Okay? I have the exact box. It's 4.25. This is why I buy one and bring it home. This bar of soap cost me 99 cents. I can afford 99 cents. See, there's the barcode. It does not even come close to the other one. Now, you don't need Keepa, all right? I like Keepa because it shows me FBA pricing, high and low, okay? Here's the lowest I could find was 503. Okay? This looks like it sells pretty steady, okay? I don't do a lot of research. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't do a lot of research. Now, this is probably there's 19 new. This is probably an essential item right now. And you got somebody listed at 509, Living for New Life LLC. Everybody else on Prime is 565. Now, this is how I do it, guys. This is the key to this, okay? This thing is 99 cents. I'm going to come back on screen and talk to you for a minute. This thing is 99 cents. I would buy 3 of these or 4 of these and send them in and test. I wouldn't even need a Keepa to test this. I would buy 2 of these, 3 of these, 4 of these, a couple of them, ship them in and see how the sales are. All right. I work on very small numbers and I build it up. If I buy 2 and they sell, then I buy another. I buy 3 the next time. If I send in 3 and they sell, I would buy 5. If 5 sells within a week, I may send in 8 or 10. I may go to 10 or 12. I may even go to 12, depending on how I can buy them and how many I can get. This is just off the UPC. I want you to understand that, okay? Now, everybody says, well, how do I know if I'm making a profit? I'm going to show you exactly how I do it, guys. This is how I know I'm making a profit. I go to Google and I type in I type in Amazon fee and it comes up for me, calculator. I click on that. As you can see, I've used it before. I'm just going to continue as a guest. You don't have to be, you don't have to sign in to use this. I believe, snap. All right, so we'll have to do this so you can't see, because I'm not going to show any of my information, guys. All right. So I'm pretty sure that's the right one. Nope. I gotta go back some more. Back some more. Here we go. I need the ASIN. This, guys, I didn't prepare this. I'm doing this live. And if I don't like it, if we don't like it, I may edit it a little. There's the calculator. So we'll just pop in the ASIN, search. Now, the lowest we've seen in like the last 6 months was 509. So I popped that in there. All right. You hit calculate. It returns 36 cents profit on $1 investment. It's not a lot of money, guys. These things don't always make a lot of money. But if I'm in the store and I pick up 6 of these at 36 cents, I made $1.80. If I have a shopping list of 20 items and I pick up $2 profit off of each of the 20, that's $40 profit for walking in the store. As you will see, some of these profits get bigger. Now, when I do this, I may um, go to. See, I want to show you. Whoops. Um, I got to put up the screen again. Sorry, guys. When I buy these, I may buy the 3-pack too and send in a couple of the 3-packs and see how they sell. This is exactly how I do it. It takes time. It's hard for me to talk and try and do it on screen, but I would probably buy 2 or 3 of these and send them in. The most that could happen is I lose $9. If you can't afford to lose $9 in your business, you're in trouble. All right, that's the first way that I searched. Okay, the next thing I do is I look for this brand, Yardley. Okay, and I'm just going to put in Yardley. I'm not going to put in a whole lot. Look at what Amazon's choice is. Okay, 5 bars, $19.89. So what I just want to show you, these things are about, I get them for between 79 and 99 cents, depending on what store you find them in. These are all 4.25 bars. It's selling for $19.89. This is Amazon's, it's got Amazon's choice badge on it. This thing's probably selling extremely well. Amazon was on it way back here in January. It's been live for 700 days. Look at the sales on this, guys. Okay. So now we'll type it into we'll go into the fee calculator. And it was $19.89. Calculate. $11.04 comes back. You're looking at $5 if you pay $1 a bar. All right. The problem is you got to be able to find all 5 of those particular bars. I happen to know what store they're in, so I could do this as an RA item. Again, I wouldn't buy 100 of them. I'd buy 3. I'd buy on a product like this. I'd probably buy a half a dozen if I could get them and send them in. But that was only one Yardley. Here's a Yardley for 20 bars. I don't know that it's worth it. Yardley, pack of 6. Probably not a moneymaker at $9.73. 98 cents is not a moneymaker. You have to go through and find the ones that are going to make you money. Pack of 12, $18.39. By the time you get fees on this, see, I've done this for a long time, guys, so I know what I'm looking for money-wise. But there are other ones in here. Oh, look at this. We didn't see this one before. Now, I'm going to come back on. Sue's saying it's for 10 bars. Did I miss something, Sue? Oh, yeah, she's right. It's for 10 bars. This isn't the listing then. There's another listing for 5, guys. There is a, thank you, Sue, for pointing that out. There is a listing for 5. I want to go back down to this 3-bar one, though. See this box? Look at the image in the picture. It's not the same, is it? Doesn't look the same, right? All they did was take a picture of the backside for the listing. Watch. Got it? It's exactly the same. This one is for 3 bars. But it didn't come up when we searched by the UPC. It's because somebody put a generic UPC in here to create this listing. That doesn't mean you can't sell on it. It just means you had to know where it was. Again, I think this one makes money. Try another product. There's a different picture. It's got several pictures in here. Price was $10.81. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me show you what I'm doing. Price was $10.81. I'm just using that fee calculator again. Calculate, this is cost of $3. Makes $1.27. Still about 30% profit. If I'm already picking up 6 for the singles, what's so hard about picking up another 6 for 2 3-packs, or 18 more for 6 3-packs? This is how I build a shopping list. I didn't say what I did was fancy. What I am trying to show you is that this is what I actually did. And a lot of these I can see now, like, 24 bars for 39, and that's probably not a good deal. Yardley English Rose Luxury Soap. I actually have seen this in the store. Excuse me. I've actually seen this in the store, so I know where I could get this. I don't know that it sells very well. Let's see what it does. It doesn't look like it sells very well. There's only one seller on it. Oh no, this was a different link. But you could sell this at $14.99. You got a lot of profit in here you can play with, guys. You can lower that price and probably get it to sell. But here's a 4-pack that you can check if you know where to get this brand. It's a 4.25 package of 8. It may sell. These things have good ratings, a lot of ratings, 4.5 for this Yardley soap. English lavender. If you know where to get these, they may be profitable for you. Now, this is one item in one store. Okay. Let me come back on screen. How do you package the 2 and 3 packs? There are several ways. Fred, if that's how you feel, this isn't the right video for you. But this is how I did it. You guys asked me, how the frick do you do it? This is how I did it, Fred. You know how many people have asked me, how do you do it? How do you do it? This is exactly how I did it. And I could tell you, the one thing I didn't worry about was somebody copying my store and undercutting my price. I don't. Landshark Picker says, how do you package the 2 and 3 packs? There are several ways to do it. I don't have it in here. If you go to Home Depot where the boxes are, they have a shrink wrap, a stretch wrap on a roll with a handle. You can stretch wrap it. Wrap it once, twice this way, turn it and wrap it this way twice. You can bag it. You can't have the UPC code showing. So what I do is when I stretch wrap it, I take pieces of label, 30 up labels, and I cover the UPC codes and then put my sticker on it to ship it in. Guys, listen, if you don't like my information, I'm fine with that. But this is exactly, read the title. It says exactly how I did it, step by step. So if this doesn't work, it doesn't work for you. This soap Here's another one, another bar I bought. Same basic thing. I'm going to go back to Amazon. I will go to the search bar at the top, and my blind ass can't see these numbers. 0, 1, 2. These numbers are a little harder to see, guys. These, be careful. Okay? Be careful with these. Make sure if you're selling this pink one that it says pink. There is a different bar that is white, and it'll say white. But as you can see, several came up for us. Here's one, 7 ounce. Make sure the weight's right. This one is 7 ounce. If you run to Walmart to buy this soap, you're buying the wrong one. Okay? It's not at Walmart. Walmart has a 14.1 ounce bar. Just so you know. This one has, again, great rating. Look at that, man. Here's a 2-pack. It's the same soap. The rank's not really strong on the 2-pack, but the rank on the 1-pack is really good. At $5.13, I don't know if it makes money. I know it makes money. I'll tell you why I know it makes money, because I can get these for 59 cents. In bulk, I can get them for 49 cents. So I know that these would make money. But this is exactly how I do it. The price was $5.13 currently. Calculate. And you get 86 cents on 59 cents. I buy them in quantity at 49 cents. It is profitable. Is it going to make you rich? No, this will not make you rich. This ain't going to make you rich. What it's going to do is build a shopping list so that you can go to the store, and every time you go to the store, you pick up $50 in profit. You pick up $60 in profit. Now, Fred asked, what if somebody just comes in and copies my store and undercuts all my prices? I use a repricer to match the buy box down to my set figure. It may only be, like on this one, my low price may be $5.09. If they go to $5.08, I'm out of the buy box. I'm out of the race. And I'll probably set my repricer to go to my max price. And it'll test and see if their prices came up at all. With these quick selling things, if you look, people don't have very many in stock. They have 3, they have 5. These are just 2, and we're going to work on. We're going to put Zote in, because Zote is an old soap, and it's real soap. They tell you to use this to. If you take the Zote, you can see. Here's another one, 3 bars for $11.99. Ah, look at this, Blanco. All they did was take some of these packages have 2 languages, an English on one side and a Spanish on the other. They take the picture to the other side so you don't understand it. This one is a 17.6 ounce bar. This is a big bar. Guys, they use this stuff. What they do is they shred it and use it for laundry soap. That's why some of these prices are high. Here's a white bar. This is a 2-pack for $8.80. Here's a 14.1 ounce. This is a Walmart right here. I think Walmart sells it for a dollar something. Here's a pack of 4 for $15.94. Single for $5.13. 3-pack, 2-pack Let's see. Did the laundry soap come up? Here it is. Here's the laundry soap. I can buy this for 99 cents. The laundry soap is at Walmart as well. Right. Not all Dollar Trees carry the same stock. You have to, and when you start mixing two different items, it gets harder and harder to find the two items in every store. The laundry flakes are expensive, more expensive at Walmart. I know where I can get them for 99 cents a box. And they have plenty of stock. Here is, I want to show you something. Speaking of dollar stores, see this one right here? That's a dollar store cheese grater and a bar of soap. It's 400 grams. So if you take this and look at it at Walmart, this one is the 400 gram. This is the cheese grater from Dollar Tree. They're selling it for $13.99. They're bundling it so that you have a harder time finding this if you don't know where to find this piece. This is a Dollar Tree cheese grater. If you doubt me, go look and you'll see exactly what it is. I know where to find this. The thing is, as we scrolled through here, and I scrolled through here kind of fast, is sometimes you're going to see stuff that you know where to get already. Here's a pink one and a white one. 400 grams, which is 14.1 ounces. They photoshopped out the some of it. Here's a single. Here's a single. Here is a 13 ounce. Be careful, guys. This is an odd one. I've never seen a 13 ounce. Look at this. Super washing soda, 20 mule, and then 4 of these. My guess is this is a Walmart bundle right here. I know 20 mule is commonly sold at Walmart. I believe this stuff is sold at Walmart too. You got to look for it. You got to hunt for it. It's usually on the bottom shelf. But as you scroll through here, here's a 6-pack. Here's a 6-pack. You got to make sure the weights. I know that mine are half the size of Walmart. This bar is half the size of Walmart. Sorry. So 7 ounce, 200 grams. So I got to make sure I list on the right one. But Walmart also carries this soap. Listen, don't try and run. Don't run to Walmart and think you can make money on this stuff, because when this video gets out, people will see it and say, "Oh no, I ain't doing it." Okay, and that's all I've done. That's all I ever did. And my wife's sitting right behind me. She'll tell you, I would sit here for hours at night doing this. Then what I would do is I would steal other people's stuff out of their store. Because usually, let's go back. Usually the guy selling, where is it? The guy that sells this, if this is all a Walmart item, is this guy is more than likely selling a lot of stuff from Walmart. And he usually, and I don't I don't look for the single stuff, guys. What I look for is the odd bundles like this right here. All right. You can't scan and get that. Whoops. Sorry. You can't scan and get this bundle. You can't scan the barcode and have that come up. You got to be able to find that one. If you have to do some research and some digging, you know, for a bundle, more than likely, here, okay, here, this stuff, You're not going to find it. This guy's got 150 pages to go through. He's a seller. He's probably making good money selling this little, dollar here. Look at his prices. All his prices are low because you all listen to the gurus that say, buy it for 10, sell it for 30 and make 10. Very few of his products fall into that price range. They're all lower price. And he's got some higher price stuff in here too. Nothing really pops out, so I didn't really like his store. So we'll go to another store. This is what you see me doing right now is exactly how I build a retail arbitrage list. There's no, what are these? 17 point. These are 17.6 ounce. I don't know where he got those. We know where to get this. This is Walmart. Available from these sellers. I look at the ratings. I'll go to this, guys. What you do is you go there, you click on that, and it'll take you to his feedback page, and then you click on this, and you go to his storefront. And what I'm looking for is odd stuff that I know where I can find it. Now, this guy don't have many bundles. This guy, another guy without bundles. All he's doing is jumping on other people's listings. That's what Amazon is jumping on other people's listings. If you want to build your own listings, I built my own listings over the years. But it wasn't easy to do, guys. This wasn't easy for me to do. This is exactly step by step how I did it. I know where to get this. I'm into this charcoal stuff. I've really been reading up on this charcoal stuff. So that's it. There's no, I use this calculator. I figure out profit, high profit, low profit. I set it up in a repricer. I do pay per click on every item I sell. On this Yardley soap, I would probably do like a 5-cent pay per click. Now, in the next one, I'll show you how I set up my listings and why I do SKUs a certain way, and I'll show you. I'll talk about the repricer and setting pricing and all of that. But it's not rocket science. Now, both of these did not come from Dollar Tree. Okay, this one is available at Dollar Tree. I know it is. I know Yardley soap is at Dollar Tree. I have another store that I shop out here in the Midwest where I was able to pick up this bar of soap too. That's only 2 of the items I picked up in the store that day. I also picked up charcoal toothpaste. I also picked up some dog treats. I picked up some other things to do research on. My brother was here. I went out and showed him how to scan with the phone to get the start. And then I was showing him how to do this. This is not easy. I spend hours at night searching for this stuff. Whoops, since this is the sponsor of my show, Yardley Charcoal. It'll keep you clean. Actually, the charcoal is supposed to exfoliate your skin and take all the dead skin off. How true that is, I don't know. So, anybody got any questions? Sorry, Fred, I didn't mean to yell at you, but I mean, I was very clear that this is exactly how I do it. So, anybody got any questions? Bueller. Yeah, land shark picker. Say this was the 2 bars of soap. I'd stretch wrap around once. I'd turn it and stretch wrap around this way. You pull it off. Some people hit it with a little bit of heat. I now run it. Now, if I would do it, it would run through my shrink wrap machine. I have an automatic shrinker, guys. Semi-automatic shrink wrap. I put this down, I hit a button, and it comes out the other end shrink wrap together. So you don't need what is that freaking Keepa? You don't need Keepa. I use Keepa because I paid for it, but you don't need it. You don't. If you don't have $6, buy a few bars of soap and try them out. You really shouldn't be messing around with Amazon. If every product has to make you 100% profit, yeah, this is not the game for you. I am a strong advocate of that. Not everybody can do this. This is hard. This is hard work. Sue was in the room. Sue will be the first to tell you, this ain't easy. This is hard work. Travel. You got to go out and find this crap. Pat Dees is here. Pat will tell you. This ain't rocket science, but it takes dedication and hard work. I work on volume. Land shark picker. I work on volume. I had a product like this, and I'll tell you what it was. It was Pop Rocks. I talked about it for years. If you go back and see Pop Rocks, I bought and sold $100,000 worth of Pop Rocks one year from Dollar Tree. Talked about it all the time. Every time I was on a freaking video, people ask me about Pop Rocks and laugh at me. Low barrier. Fred saying no harm, just the lower the barrier to entry, the more people go into copying under price. Only Amazon wins that game. I did $100,000. I sold $100,000. No, I never look at I never look at anything per item. Nothing is per item in my business. None of my numbers are per item. My advertising is my advertising cost. It's just like it is on my tax forms. They don't ask me how much my advertising was per item. They didn't ask me how much profit I made in this bar of soap. They want to know how much profit I made, and that's what I got to pay taxes on. But think about this for a minute, okay? If you set your minimum profit on a repricer to 22 cents on a dollar, okay? Every dollar you sell, you're going to make 22 cents. Nothing really changes. What you need is more volume. This is a volume. For me, it's always a volume. Always volume. I work in large volume. I don't work in per item profit. I don't look at, what I look at is I could take $6. To give you an example, if I bought 6 and sold 6 of these every week, okay, and it made, let's say $2 profit, okay, a week for selling 6 bars of soap. $2 profit a week. That's $104 a year. Okay, then find something else, bud. Everybody asks, how did you do it? I show exactly how I do it, and everybody goes, well, labor costs will eat that up. But yet, everybody keeps asking me, how did I do it? Think about that for a minute, Land Shark Picker. Everybody asks me how I do it. I show you exactly how I do it, and everybody's showing me reasons why it won't work. Well, 22 cents will eat that labor cost up. No, it won't. No, it won't. You know what I mean? First of all, you probably can send this bar of soap in commingled. So it doesn't even need to get stickered. If you buy them from the dollar store and they come in a case of 24, you basically got to make sure there's no barcodes on it and ship it in Amazon as stock. How much labor is that? It's less than what I'm going to profit off of that box. What you're saying is that you're stringing a bunch of bars, a bunch of base hits together to make a really awesome career out of the whole thing. Yeah. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to reveal a dollar store item that I seen the other day. I understand, but I do understand. I'm going to go in here. Let me find the product first because I don't want to reveal them all. But I want to show you one. All right. So let me find it, and then I'll show the screen. I think this will pull it up for me. Well, here's a similar one. Here's one that's similar. This is a dollar store item, guys. See, it says by Greenbrier. Greenbrier is Dollar Tree's private label. These are very commonly stocked in Dollar Tree. I sold these 5 years ago when I was doing Dollar Tree. Okay. The price runs about the same always. These things sell day in and day out. And they'll run the price down and they'll run the price up. They come in a case of, I believe it's 24. Whoops, wrong place. Sorry. As you can tell, I'm not real. I'm really not that up on this stuff. I'm not really up on technology. When you dig, you're going to find a bunch of base hits for 22 cents. But here's one that's $3 buy. You get $6.96 back. Okay. There is a ton of money in it. Would your time and money not be spent better on higher margin items? Sure, if you can find them. And the Spaz Lab says, if I can get 500 or something, the cost per item drops drastically. Landshark Picker. Question, why did you stop selling them? The reason I stopped selling, Amazon said, the first thing was Dollar Tree changed the product. I'm doing really good, Steve. Thanks. Dollar Tree changed one of their products. Okay. They didn't stop selling the product. They still sold it. They changed the design of the product. So what I did was I needed more of that product. So, why did I stop selling the candles? I stopped doing retail arbitrage. I really did. I just stopped. I started doing wholesale, large volume wholesale. When I stopped doing Dollar Tree, guys, my orders were running about 2,500 every 2 weeks. I would order stuff online. I hear the ordering online is not as good as it used to be. I used to order on Thursday, and my product was in the store a week after the Tuesday. I don't know how to say it. I ordered it by Thursday, and it wasn't the following Tuesday, but the week later. So it was like 12 days after I ordered, my product was sitting in the store. I had worked with the store manager, and all my stuff, he stacked all my stuff right there by the back door. I would pull up with a truck, and they would help me load the truck. The reason I stopped was it was easier for me to have pallets of stuff shipped right to my back door. That's the only reason I stopped. I went to ASD, and 3 or 4 of the products that I was selling from Dollar Tree, I found similar products at ASD that they would just ship right to my back door of the warehouse, and I didn't have to worry about going to the store. If the store was out of items, if Dollar Tree ran out, the big one was Pop Rocks. Holy cow, man. I got pictures played. I don't even know where the pictures are. My wife will tell you. 200 cases of Pop Rocks, 48 in each box. I was buying Pop Rocks when we sold them. There is so much money out there if you work in volume. The problem is everybody gets like, and Landshark Picker, understand, I'm not picking on you, but everybody gets that mentality. Well, for 22 cents, it ain't worth my time. My labor cost gets eaten up in it.
Get rich quick. That's all America wants.
My wife's saying, get rich quick. She worked with me. She knows. This was not get rich quick. This was a lot of hard. Dollar Tree is not easy.
That's people's attitude.
But while I was selling Dollar Tree items, she drove a 4-door Infiniti and I drove a 2-door Infiniti. We made good money from Dollar Tree. At Christmas time, they sell these, what the hell was that thing? A bag that goes over a bicycle for $1. I found it was listed on Amazon for $7.99. Keepa said they sold thousands of them the year before. So I went from store to store to store to store and bought every one they had in November. I bought every single bag there was. And my store manager's name was Mike. He said, don't worry about it. We'll get more in next week. I tried to buy them online. They were totally out of these things. I had them all. I paid $1 each for them. They sold like freaking mad. For $6.99 or $7.99, there was like a $3.50 fee on it. I cleaned up on these bags. So, you know what I sell now? I sell bike bags at Christmas time, except for I only pay 35 cents a bag for them. So you got to find my supplier, which you can't find. So, see, Pat D says I can buy soap right now for 88 cents. See, this is, you don't have to make a lot of money. You really don't. It's strictly volume. You know, everybody thinks I'm nuts.
Well, you are, but
my wife's sitting back there going, you are. Thanks, babe. Love you too.
You are, but you make a lot of money for being nuts.
There's not a lot. Listen, a lot of people get tired of this very quick. They get in on the dollar soap, making a little bit of money, and then they scan and they find the next product. I don't even have. They find the next product. They find this blackberry water that makes them $2 every time they buy one. they just keep looking and looking and looking, and they move up. When I found this stuff, it became so easy, and it was so easy for my employees to work. It was there. So what I did was, instead of moving up to a $10 item, I just stayed here. I also learned how to build my own bundles because I found out the charcoal soap was really good. I started doing like the guy that had the 3-pack. I built the 3-pack like this, and it's hard to find the 3-pack if you don't use the UPC code. Guys, you know, if I put the wrong brand, if I misspell Yardley in the brand name, it's hard to find. Because I made the bundle, I give it a totally different brand name because it's a bundle. Or I put 2 of these in a dial. There's a whole lot you can do. It's Pat, I can believe that. Pat says I use Yardley Cherry. I can picture Pat with a little freaking shower cap on, sitting in the bathtub with one of them freaking fizzy bath bombs, using his Yardley Cherry soap. In fact, Pat, that would make a great video.
Well, it was Irish Spring, manly, yes, but I like it too.
But that's what I did, and from this, I looked for a wholesaler of this, and when I wasn't able to get Yardley soap wholesale, I found that I was able to get Daryl's soap, and nobody knew where Daryl's soap was. But I targeted my pay-per-click at Yardley because it kind of looked like Yardley, and the box was kind of the same, and the weight was the same, and I got it for half the price, and I sold it. And in the beginning, I sold 1 bar a week. Then I sold 2 bars a week. Nobody stays on stuff long. And in 18 months, all of a sudden, I was selling 30 bars a day. And if I make $1 a bar, that's $30 a day, 30 days in a month. That's $900 on one product. On one product, guys. If you find the right... Thanks, Pat. I'll buy you. Hey, Sky, how are you? But that's how I did it, guys. It's you have to listen. What was the cat's name? Land Shark Picker asked a couple questions about it. Oh, Ralph, I missed your question. Let me go back. I'll make sure I get your question here in a minute. But Fred or somebody like that was his name. I picked on him. I'm sorry about that. Fred was asking low entry, you know, anybody can copy your store, blah, blah, blah. I understand that. But that's just an excuse not to do it. If you get out there and actually do it, you'll be surprised at how much money's out there to be found at 50 cents and $1. If you pick up 50 cents off the street, you know, every time you've seen a bar Yardley, you say, oh, that's 50 cents. I'm taking 50 cents. You'd be surprised at how much money's out there. Somebody asked me a question I didn't answer, and I apologize, Ralph. I hope you're still here. I have a question. If you lose your business because of the Amazon, don't you lose your account too? How do you start a new one without worrying they link them? I've done a lot of research into the Amazon loan. And what happens is if I default on the loan, they will refinance exactly what I owe them for 1 year. If they refinance what I owe them for 1 year, I can make it exactly where I'm at. But now Amazon has come out and said, we're going to take one loan payment and put it at the end to give you a little bit of breathing room, which is a great idea. Great idea for me. It really helps. I think I'm done. 10 seconds in and I want to buy a bar. Yardley. It leaves you smelling charcoaly. This is manly. Here, Pat, look. It'll leave you smelling like a freaking barbecue. Okay? You're not gonna smell girly like cherry. This will leave you smelling like a barbecue. Charcoal. If you light it, if you run a match over it a little bit, it's gonna maybe add a little barbecue sauce. I'm picking on Pat. Pat, I'm picking on you. You know that I love you, buddy. And thank you for the $3, man. It's just that type of thing. This one, listen, I sat here and did a whole thing on, if you guys remember, I did a whole thing with reading glasses. I don't know if you remember that. With the reading glasses, I showed you how I found them in Dollar Tree, how I was going to list them. You all laughed. You can't sell them. You can't make money with Dollar Tree reading glasses. Guess what? This week, I think I've sold about 14 pairs. Did I get rich? No. But you add that on to everything else that I sold, I did pretty damn good. I know a lot of people think I'm nuts, that I'm not really making a lot of money. If you get tied up with an Amazon loan, you will understand. But please take it from me. I am going to be a huge advocate against Amazon lending. Amazon lending will hurt your business. It will choke the living crap out of your cash flow. It will hurt, and it takes a very long time to get out of it. They do a lot of legal things. It's all legal. It's all above board. They have liens against me in 50 states. They file paperwork in all 50 states that if I don't pay their loan, any money I make in that state has to go to them first. So if there's a tax return or a tax refund or blah, 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 they get first dibs on it. They're very smart. I'm not saying Amazon is not very smart. They're extremely smart. They did everything legal. But I'm telling you from my experience, if I did not have that loan, I'd be laughing right now because Lori and I financially are okay. The business is suffering. I'm not going to lie, business is suffering. Now, sales have bounced back for me a little bit, especially today. Some of my top selling products are now essential, and they're letting me ship in to restock my out of stock. So that should help me. But you're going to hear more and more about me saying, don't do it. I have done well with Dollar Tree items thanks to you. Thank you, Laura. I really appreciate that. It's the people that say, you know what? If he keeps saying this is how he did it, maybe I should try it. If I have to start over, watch out. Because I will be the biggest guy out there on the Dollar Tree items, like Yardley soap. Made for a man. But you smell like cherries. Pat, you should never have told me that because I'm going to pick on you about cherries. Now I'm going to have to go find a Yardley bar of cherry soap. Seriously, though, guys, if I lost my business, this is the kind of stuff that I would start my business with again. I don't think Amazon would want me. I don't think Amazon would want to default on my loan. I think they'd prefer that I was able to get out from under it. And somebody asked me, how did it happen so fast? If you've ever been to the Hoover Dam, there's a ton of water behind that dam. And they control how much water is released from behind that dam down into the Colorado River which flows right out here by me. But between that dam and this dam right up here, which is called the Davis Dam, which is another controlling dam, there's a bunch of little towns that draw water off of that. Okay. And then from here all the way to Mexico, towns draw water out of the Colorado River. It's always 52 degrees. It's crystal clear. It takes very little filtration for a city to use it for drinking water. Has a lot of properties in it. If Hoover Dam closes the valve, how fast do you think the cities run out of drinking water? It's that quick. When you take all the cash out of a cash-starved business, it goes haywire overnight. I never thought that it would go haywire overnight, and it did. And the only reason it went haywire overnight was the debt. If I didn't have to pay $35,000 a month, I would be getting through. I wouldn't laugh because this is a very serious situation, but I would make it. I would make it. I'd still be getting paid. I'd still have a business. My sales would be way down like they are, but I wouldn't have this behemoth standing over the top of me. If you are offered an Amazon loan and you don't have an accountant that reviews that loan with you and how you're going to use it and what it does to the cash flow, I'm going to tell you you're dead wrong. If you ask my opinion, I'm going to tell you not to take the loan. What happens is, and people, very few people understand this. Some of the bigger sellers understand this. If you talk to Perry and Kim or other people like that have paid off these loans, they'll tell you, you get about 6 months into the loan and your cash, you get starved for cash. Amazon comes along and says, here's some more cash. And you go, well, I need to refinance. And Amazon goes, Pat, you have a blessed night. Amazon goes, here you go. But to refinance it, you got to take an extra $20,000. So they sink you just a little bit more. And then 6 months goes by and it works like that I've been doing it for 5 years now, guys. I can't get out from under it. It looks like the federal government is going to step in with an SBA disaster loan and help me. And I will be able to refinance this. I've talked to some brokers. I've talked to some people. I'm in really good shape. In the last couple of days, a lot of information has come out that helps me. But remember, guys, there's not just this, okay? Please, hold on. I got something for you. I made this just for this. This is breaking news. Disclaimer. If you think you're going to make any money with Zote soap or Yardley, you're out of your freaking mind. Once it comes out in a video, it never comes back. There was an item. I'll even tell you what the item is. It's 2 red pot holders and a red oven mitt. Abigail wrote about it in her book about Dollar Tree, about that particular item with the ASIN. To this day, it has not come back. 2 oven mitts, 2 pot holders and an oven mitt in the color red used to sell for $13. We paid $2 for it. They would sell hundreds of them a month. Hundreds a month. And it has not come back. Now it's been hovering around $7 or $8 since. You make about 25 cents on it. But she put it out in a book that she gave away for free on Amazon Book Prime or whatever that's called, where you read all the books. And it destroyed it. So I just destroyed Zote soap and Yardley. Please don't buy these, guys. They'll probably show a profit for the next 2 months, but it's not going to be worth it. Anybody else got any questions? Pat left, so I ain't got nobody to pick on. I like picking on my buddy. Pat's my buddy. I like Pat. Listen, if you enjoyed it, leave me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave me a thumbs down. I got a lot of people to jump in here and leave thumbs down on these types of videos. I think it's because they don't want me putting this information out. I noticed when I said something about it, my thumbs down went up real quick. You asked me how I did it. That's exactly step by step how I do it. I didn't hide anything from you. In the next couple of videos, I'll talk about how I take this soap and list it, why I list it a certain way using a certain SKU. I'll talk about how I set it up in a repricer. I will talk about why I use pay-per-click on it and what happens. My supplier has closed the doors for at least 3 weeks. Pat, man, I'm sorry, buddy. I think it may be longer. I hate to say that. I know where you are. I think you're going to be fine. But these metropolitans, man, I hate to. I don't even want to say anything because it'll be a doom and gloom. These metropolitan cities that have a homeless population are going to have problems. The homeless will spread this virus. And some you see and some you don't. And there's homeless people walking around in 3-piece suits. You just don't know. It's going to be tough. I won't need inventory for at least 8 weeks. That's awesome. Laura, thank you. I appreciate it, guys. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. I'm going to try and do more videos. A lot of them are going to just me jumping on and tell you what's going on in my life for the day. Landshark Picker. Honestly, if you start with the dollar items, what it does is it teaches you a lot. It teaches you a lot. You start to see things that you didn't see before. Bundles of dollar items, and you start to get your mind working. The weekly, daily buyers are screwed right now. No inventory to buy. You're absolutely right. This is going to hurt a lot of businesses. I hate to put it in here, but I will. I did have a meeting with a broker for SBA loans. The SBA loans, you really need to, his advice is to wait 3 weeks. Let it all wash out and see where it is. Ain't nobody going to get money in a week from SBA. It's going to take several weeks before you even get started with it, guys, just so you know. But I'm not panicking. Amazon has done some things. Bank of America has done some things for me. Chase has done some things for me. We're going to be fine. The company's going to be fine. I laid off everybody. They're happy with it. I'm probably going to bring my brother back on Monday, so it'll be him and I. Guys, God loves you. I'm definitely trying. Remember, Yardley. You can smell like a cherry too. God bless you guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow.